It's going to be cold brew from now on. No more yawning. No more falling asleep. Guys, I don't know if you are our TimCast IRL viewers. I feel like most of us are casual viewers of TimCast IRL, but they were swatted last night, not for the first, second, third, but for the 9th time. And last night's swatting included a credible bomb threat. The crew and sometimes the swatting has for them, I think, had to do with the guests they've had on. Like, you know what I should have done and what I probably will do is I'm going to make a chart of every time they've been swatted and note who the guest was for that day. Because I know one of the times they were swatted, they had Marjorie Taylor Greene on. And last night they had Tommy Altman, conservative veteran business owner. I think he's running for Congress, if I'm not mistaken. But look at his issues. Like, this guy could not be more based. And this is Virginia. So that's like the area where Tim lives. Close-ish. Government overreach. So he's, he wants to address government overreach. He wants to address critical race theory, social justice, radical leftism, the cult of the woke. Boom, he's putting it right out there. The Second Amendment, election security and voter integrity. Like, he's saying the quiet part out loud, which is pretty cool. Yeah, just confidence in our elections. Damn, voter ID wants to get rid of including our Commonwealth, have gotten rid of voter ID. You want to bring back voter ID and lawful absentee voting methods, like all just regular common sense stuff here. Border security. He's pro-life. Like, entirely opposed to abortion. He's pro-military, pro-police. So I wonder if the swatting had something to do with Tommy Altman being on the show. Apparently they have some clue of who the swatter is based on the area codes that the person has used to call in. I gave the link out to Lydia and Ian. So if they're able to jump on at any point between now and the next 2 hours, like, that'd be fucking great. So, woo! It's crazy. I'm gonna play a little bit from when. So they got swatted about, I don't know, I think at least an hour or so into the program. Then they were gone. They were outside for, I think, at least a good 3 hours. Let me pull up this. So this is from last night. Yeah. I wonder. Okay, so here they are. They have Tommy Altman on. And so when do they leave? Okay. Wow. So they are an hour and change into the program. I got to make a note of this timestamp. I'm going to play when they leave and I'm going to play when they come back, because I know they come back around 4:14:56 and they get swatted. Oh, anybody is getting swatted these days, except for me. No, don't swat me. 109 is when they bounce. So let me see if I can get to the exact moment where they have to leave. Whoop.
Is that modern medicine's a miracle, but the problem is it's the business of medicine that they're incentivized to have people be ill so that they buy their medicine. Like, if the fire department was incentivized to put out fires and they got paid more for every fire they put out,
we have to evacuate the building.
You better believe that you'd see a lot more fires. You guys, I love you.
How casual this is for them at this point.
Evacuate the building.
All right.
We'll be right.
You heard from the top.
Stream will just
Tim's
stay up
annoyed.
as it is.
Please stay tuned.
And just please keep watching in case something happens.
They don't sound worried.
While we're on break, go to TommyAltman.com.
Tim just seems tiffed,
We're being told we have to evacuate the building. So keep watching, keep the stream up. And
Lydia is so smart.
All right.
She takes the remote control.
Maybe you'll get to watch something happen. I don't know.
She makes it into a wide view. Which is smart, because what if they're outside and the cops come in and they fuck with the studio, or they plant something? Who the fuck knows what these people, I mean, I don't trust anybody anymore. So she's so smart to put it on the wide view in case we catch anybody coming in or out. And they're like, oh, we're gonna be right back. So they had to evacuate. They had to go outside, and I don't know how long they were thinking that they would be outside for, but this is 109. This stream was up with nobody in it for like 3 hours, and good on them. The super chats kept coming in. The comments kept coming in. At one point, Jeremy from the Quartering, he donated like hundreds of dollars to them over the course of the night. But it was so funny because at one point he sent a super chat that was like, the moments are tense moments like this. Call for some coffee. And then he's pushing his coffee, like, go to Coffee Brand Coffee and get the Quartering. My channel is under attack blend. No, that's not what it's called. That's just what I insist it's called. It should be called. So he's plugging his coffee via super chat, which is smart, very smart to do, because this feed consistently had between 32 and 40,000 people watching it for 3 hours while they were outside, which is kind of amazing. And like I tweeted out, I wonder how Brian Stetler feels knowing that Tim Pool's empty studio is getting more views than CNN. People definitely take notice. And I think the more this happens, the more people are going, TimCast, what are they doing over there? That's so SWAT worthy. And I think his program is really good for people that are kind of on the fence and just sending them over the tipping point of waking up. I think that's what he's really good at. Just questioning the mainstream narrative. Okay, so damn. I wonder what they were doing for this 3 hours. So they come back, and I'm amazed people didn't lose hope. I was watching this stream too, but at some point, like, you got to go to bed. So here, tired. Tim comes back at 4:14.
I'm so tired.
Oh my God, what time is it?
We're
at this point?
We're streaming.
They all need a drink after this.
I have one button in my control panel, and it's my face. Lydia has all the other buttons.
Oh my God,
I'm so tired.
Oh my gosh.
He looks beat.
That was fun.
How you guys doing?
Anyway.
Where's Tommy?
He's out of breath.
We owe Tommy another show.
They probably ran.
We owe you another show, man.
To see if it was still up.
Graphing to a few of those guys, so we took a little longer than expected.
That's right.
Well, yeah. So what happened was, turns
Ian,
out,
Ian.
very obvious and immediate false alarm, and then Ian immediately started explaining graphene, and we all just got wrapped up for 3 hours.
Hexagonally lattice carbon.
I wonder how
It's
many
like a
people were watching
honeycomb.
at this point when they came back.
On and on.
All right.
They still okay. Well, now they got total. These views where they get swatted always get way
We're
more
gonna do,
views
2 hours
than when
now.
they're not
This is a big
swatted.
payoff, you
Over
guys.
500
Also,
people said okay at
shouts
this
out
point.
to everyone in the chat room. They were very
Sure, Luke got a
entertaining.
haircut.
And they were keeping us.
Chaircast IRL.
Oh, they were
You
calling
guys
it
know how to
Chaircast.
party.
Shapiro put about the doorknob.
I feel like it's
I
8 o'clock
heard,
again.
you know what the craziest thing was? When we were outside, right? And cops are in the suite, we just kept hearing Coffee Brand Coffee. And I was like, what's that? Coffee. And I was like, what?
Being
Looking
haunted.
around. And then I open the chat
Tim.
and all I see is Chet's Coffee Brand Coffee. I'm like, what's happening? Quartering. Jeremy. He gave us
Newman.
$400.
More than that.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Shout out to Coffee Brand Coffee. Is that coffeebrandcoffee.com?
I should have
no
sent in
idea.
an
I
ad
was like,
for flagrant triggers.
my mood was like on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being like,
or copy my
I just
crypto.
wanna just lay me down in the bed and close my eyes. I don't want to think about this anymore. And
You were
then
all
the so I was being kind of vague in the tweets, but I'll explain a little bit. The supervisor cop walks over, and then I was just like immediately at 10. I'm like, yes, it's over.
People always ask, like, at this point, after 9 swattings, like, do you get a punch guard? Is the 10th SWAT free? They must be on a first name basis with these people. But I think for this swatting, they actually sent 3 different, branches of police or detectives or whatever, because you'll see in another video that I'll pull up that there was actually 3 guys in 3 different like types of outfits. I know men don't call them outfits, but whatever. You know what I mean?
So basically, credible threat. That's it.
That's all.
Yeah, better safe than sorry.
This is so stressful.
Yep.
That's fine.
So, normally, let
This
me
must be.
clarify a few
When do
things.
they normally start? 8 o'clock. So this is 4 hours later. 9, 10, 11. This is like got to be after midnight at this point. And the fact that they're trying to come back and stream is super commendable. But I think it would have been shitty not to, considering like all the people that are waiting, and of course super chats. This is wild, though. This is wild. Let me see if you guys are having any comments about this, because I want to get better at like addressing your comments before I move on. What's up, Young Pei Chang? Good morning, Chrissy. Loving these thumbnails. Thank you. Those are pictures. Who took them? Marshall Beaupre took these black and white photos at one of our last Comedians of the Compound show in Atlantic City. But yeah, shout out to Marshall Beaupre, good photographer. Cesario JPN, the feeling an empty studio gets more views and money than mainstream media outlets shows now. Wow, am I retarded? I can't read. The feeling an empty studio gets more views and money than many MSM outlet shows nowadays. So true. So true. Okay, let's see. Is he explaining it? Oops, that's
For everybody. My Lord, it's past midnight.
So late.
I keep seeing people be like, I can't believe this is real. Like, how does it keep happening? Certainly the police realize it's not happening anymore. Okay.
They have to treat
Did you
each
watch
one
the
like
cops
it's real.
walk in the room? I can't believe people are like, okay, the thing is, this is not actually happening. The cops walked in the room. And for one, we can't show everything that's happening for security reasons. We can't just film all these squad cars and vehicles.
Everybody wear a body
and
cam.
protocols, and there's operational security as well that we want to do.
When the bomb robot came out, they told us absolutely no filming is allowed.
Bomb robot.
Now,
Damn.
I will say Chicken City has a live audio stream on the property all the time.
Yeah, how are the
So,
chickens doing?
You can always, people were tuning into that.
That's funny.
What was I going to say?
The chickens were getting a bump in views.
Yeah,
Hot chicken action. There's a rat snake now
There's a
attacking.
snake.
Oh yeah,
It's eating the eggs.
You guys party at a different level around here.
Yeah,
So I'll
for
give you
sure.
that.
So-
Oh, he's
Wow.
handsome.
I want to explain something. Every single threat results in a police response.
That's right.
Every
They
single
can't
one.
just be like,
And people are like, why? Don't the cops realize it's fake? It's because they have to respond for
because if they
that reason.
don't, they're in deep shit.
When people do swattings, their goal is to shock the system to the point where the police don't care anymore. But that's not how it works these days. When you get swatted, the cops show up in full force. Now we have multiple security. I'm not going to explain. We have armed guards. I won't go into great detail about that. And so now when we get swatted, there's a security protocol. Unfortunately for us.
Yeah, when Tyler was doing TimCast recently, it had to have been in the last couple of weeks, Tyler Fisher. Shout out to my boy, Tyler Fisher. He said there was heavily armed guards at the house. When I did TimCast last March 2021, no such guards. So they've really beefed it up since then. And I don't think they had been, maybe they've been swatted once or twice, but I have a feeling before when I did the show, they hadn't been swatted yet.
Because we've had other issues, and we know we've got security. We know how to handle it. This time it was credible. And considering what happened in Chevy Chase with Brett Kavanaugh, which just happened today. Some guy came out with zip ties and weapons
there was a threat on Brett Kavanaugh's life. This guy, I guess he was like college student, young guy, very pro-abortion, actually like admitted to the cops, like, I wanted to give my life purpose, so I bought a handgun and I wanted to unalive Brett Kavanaugh.
This time when it happened, when we got word that something was going on, I was just like, oh, whatever. Like, Lydia jumped up and I'm like, oh, is this thing happening? Oh, whatever. We have guards for this. We have protocol for this. And then I started getting some messages, and then the key information as to what the issue was contained, it was credible.
And I will say, being a special operator, your security is pretty good.
It's good.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this guy is so charming. Just keep the camera on him. Jesus Christ.
Down because obviously people will try to exploit it.
Let's listen to. Let's look at more Tommy Altman.
So that's
takes.
why you see me get up and leave the room. We assess the situation. Then I came back. We have to get out. And then I was a little bit vague about it, and I'm not going to give away too much about the type of units that were dispatched, but they were specialists. They were not just beat cops. And
FBI,
we had to,
maybe?
we had a variety of different branches come out to take care of the credible threat.
Wow.
And everyone's fine. Everything's safe. It's late. I'm tired.
So as I was saying, the pharmaceutical industry,
the Federal Reserve,
time is this?
and the intelligence agencies.
I want to do that again.
That's overtime.
Yeah.
That's definitely overtime.
So tomorrow we're gonna have Tommy back on the show.
That's right.
Okay.
Because
Well,
that was
what about tomorrow's guests?
totally
I mean,
brutal,
today's
man. I
guests.
apologize for you getting
Cut our
dragged
They had
out.
to probably
That's
bump
all
that
right.
person
Now we
back.
got to hang out and have some good conversations.
We saved a
good.
crawfish.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, yeah.
We did. Yeah.
Yeah, there's worse times to spend in your life. So I mean, we're good.
You know, it made me think of security in general because I think a lot of American people, at least I lived with, like, it never crossed my mind. We had the cops, everything was taken care of,
always so
civil
chill.
society, but it's not really naturally like that. You really got to take care of your own, you know? So
Well, you do. I mean, that's the
Get a
reality.
gun, everyone.
I think everything. I'm sure we'll talk more about it later. But I mean, the reality is, I mean, look over the last few weeks, the things that have happened. You are responsible to take care of yourself for sure.
shout out to the police, man. You guys rock.
Yeah.
So
Amazing dudes, amazing people.
we have
That's
in the analytics, 455,000 total viewers since the show started.
Whoa.
And
But most of it is an empty room.
empty
Yeah.
room.
I am so amused that the empty room was more interesting than we were. I was a little
Yeah, the views went up.
I know. We're like, oh my gosh, what's
We were like,
happening?
wait a minute.
Meditation.
Yeah,
Everyone
no.
was saying that this was better than CNN.
Yeah.
I should have left the website up.
Okay,
At
I
least
guess
people
everybody
would've
said
checked out the
that.
website.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
whenever
Elevator music next time.
Yeah, right.
So here's how it goes down. We have a security issue. We increase our security to adapt to it.
Yep.
Next time the security issue happens, it has no effect. That's how basically things were going until the bomb squad ended up showing up the last
Okay.
time.
So this is
And
like
then we
next
adapted our
level.
security, and
Damn.
we've solved all these problems. And most of these adaptations are kind of like really basic, simple things that don't really matter that much. It's like, oh, if
Common
we just
sense.
like do this and that, like there's no big deal. This time, it's credible. I don't think we have to worry about it. Like it's just, I don't
Yeah,
know.
you got to be better. It's better safe than sorry. That always in times like that. I mean, no matter what,
all
no matter
right.
how many times it happens, it's definitely better to be safe than sorry.
do this and that, like there's no big deal.
I personally didn't expect to be at this level of like influence, and I don't view us as
Aw.
being extremists or anything. All we do is talk about the news and current events, and for some reason so unbelievably inflammatory to people, they think they need to make threats against us. I don't get
Yeah,
it.
it's
I
because
think
they
it
get
just
so
comes
many
with
views.
the territory in the entertainment industry. A lot of it is security based. Like you look at Hollywood and the way they built like Paramount Studios, it's just a walled you can't even get
Right.
in.
Wow.
Without, you know,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
on the
We-
front.
Maybe that's what they have to do.
yeah. We got some, we've had issues. People know about them. It's crazy. There was when we lived in the South Jersey area, there was a really famous YouTuber who lived a few blocks away. Literally no security at all. It was just like a
Wow.
residential house. And he's got like a
Yeah, but
expensive
they
car in
probably
his
weren't having
driveway, and I'm
guests
just
like
like,
he is.
oh.
millions of subscribers.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's 12:22, so I don't think. Also, YouTube crashed and deleted all the super chats.
Oh, what?
Here I can remember one. It's Jeremy Hambley saying to buy his coffee.
I could use some of that coffee brand
I know, I
coffee
could use it
right
right
now.
now.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's really funny.
I could go for some coffee brand coffee this morning because I got to wake
That's
up. at
money
7
well
a.m.
Oh,
spent.
good morning,
Jeremy.
everyone. It's
Yeah.
12:23
Oh,
where
that's
I'm
right,
at.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
funny. So when the cop walks up to me and he's like going over the report, he's like, "It's now Friday,"
Ah.
and I was like, "No, it isn't. No, it isn't. It's not Friday.
Happy
It's
Friday.
Thursday."
Damn.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So, all right,
Oi.
Tommy, do you want to shout anything out?
No, just go check out. Well, it's the middle of the night now, but check out the website TommyAltman.com.
Yes,
appreciate
I
you guys.
will,
Seriously, I
Tommy.
really do
Whatever
think
you
that this is the
say.
future of news. I think,
Whatever you
corporate
want me
news
to
is
do,
dead,
Tommy,
and
I'll
this is what's
do.
being birthed out of it.
Woo!
Hey, listen.
I bet he smells like
if,
expensive cologne.
If this is what came out of COVID alone, then I think maybe it was worth it all. So it's great.
This has been the change, longer form podcasts and everything with the Supreme
Okay.
Court justice. Be back at 10 a.m. at YouTube.
Okay, that's about it.